welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to today's video. So today it is Monday. It is literally genuinely Monday as well when I'm filming this. So it is a WIP and Chat. I'm still working on Shine On. I haven't really got any further because I actually had my graduation and James's graduation Thursday, Friday of last week. So I was only really in the house Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And during that time I actually worked on my small bonsai tree painting that I'd been working on for like ages and ages and wanted to get finished. Oh sorry, I wasn't working on it for ages, it was just sat there for ages. I ended up just working on it them 3 days and had it finished. So I think what I'm going to do actually over summer is, rather than work on these big paintings, is try and get a shed ton of little paintings done, because that means I can basically have in stock like loads of like kitting up and kitting down videos to come for weeks and weeks and basically last us until, you know, maybe the end of the year if I'm lucky. So we are going to work on this section today. I mean, to be fair, I'm not too far off doing this Shine On, and when we get down to the bottom, if I just show you, if I just zoom out a little bit, all this bottom is like very much block colouring, so I do think that it'll get done pretty fast, to be fair. So yeah, we are going to work on that today. So let me just pick colour. I'll do like what's it called now? I always feel like this is when it focuses, it's like a sand timer, but that's the one that we'll work on right now. So yeah, I just thought it's probably best for me to work on the little paintings because I've got plenty of both. I often get sent little paintings, you know, to show you guys, etc, etc. I've even got one I've got to unbox after I've done this for Saturday's video. So yeah, it's just very for me it's a good idea to just focus on the little ones while I'm off, because if I've got like, I've started another one which you'll see next weekend, because it'll be the kitting down of the bonsai tree this week, and then next week you'll see what one I'm kitting up. But that one's got a very lot of block, very much like a lot of block colouring. So hopefully I'll get that one done quickly. Like, I'm already probably halfway through it, just from, I did it yesterday. So, you know, hopefully I can get through these pretty quick. I need to actually add the bonsai tree to my Instagram because I've not done that. But yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that later when I'm editing. That's my jobs for today. I've got to edit the videos and do a bit of tidying around, but I'm not going to get a lot of it done to be honest, once I've done all the videoing. So it'll be probably a case of doing most of the tidying around tomorrow. So yeah, so on another note, before I get on to your questions, comments, etc, etc, I thought I should tell you about my graduation and Thursday, Friday and what went down. So this is very cringe, I know, but I know you guys would want to know. Basically, I'm engaged. So James proposed to me on my graduation, which I did know about, to be fair. It wasn't a surprise. I know it's nice to think it would be a good surprise, but basically, after a lot of talking that me and James had together, we realised he was never going to be able to surprise me, and actually that was something that was making it longer before he proposed to me, because he had no idea how he could go about actually pulling off a surprise. And I'm one of these people that I always joke, I'm like, I like to be surprised, but I'm one of them that'll go like, for example, oh, for my Christmas or birthday, you need to buy me surprise presents, but I want this, this, this and this. It's like, I wish he'd just know, but as most of you know, when it comes to the male species, they don't take hints. They're not as inquisitive as us. So even though we could like drop hints, even though we could turn around and say, oh, this would be a good idea, like they just don't pick up on it. And James is definitely no exception. He does not at all pick up on any hints that I could throw down. So basically, I decided that while I'm off, I wanted to use the time to try and get a wedding booked. So get a venue booked and be prepared for basically going back to school, and then like, at least I know that I've got a venue and I've got a date, because that's really, really important. And we just thought, do you know what would be a nice like time to propose? Would be on my graduation. And then the more I thought about it, I'm like, yes, that's what I want. So it was kind of like, James, you need to propose to me on my graduation. He's like, well, you know now it's going to happen because you're saying you want it. And I'm like, I know. I know I do. Which, you know, some people probably have their opinions on. But for me, it was just a case of, like, I got it in my head then. I was like, I know that I want this, so can we make it happen? And then I did still say to him, but you can still choose the ring. You know, go to Meadowhall, you've got time, you can go at the weekend. You can go and pick one and buy it, and then I don't know that. But then we had to go to Meadowhall anyway because I needed some shoes for my graduation, because I didn't have any to go with my dress. So when we were there, we walked past Beaverbrook's, which is a jeweller's. And if you watch my channel before, you know that Meadowhall is a shopping centre, I should say. Yeah, sorry for yawning. Because some of you guys won't know that it's a shopping centre if you've not watched me before or listened to my videos, but some of you will know. And yeah, so it was, we were at Meadowhall, and we went in, and well, at first I was like just gonna say, oh, I'll walk off, you know, you can go have a look. And James is like, you could really do with trying it on Alicia, because first of all, I don't know what size, second of all, I don't know, you know, you might say, I know you've said for ages you want this, this, this and this, but what if you try that on and you don't actually like it? So I did take a bit of convincing, actually. I wasn't like really wanting to do that, because I did still want some sort of element of surprise. But then I was like, okay, well, I'll go in, I'll try a ring on and see if I like it, and then you know, I might like a few, and then I'll go away and then you can pick out of them, basically. So the idea was I'd say, okay, I like these three, and then I don't know which one you're picking out of them. So that was the plan. But when we went in and started trying on the rings, there was a clear winner, which is the one that I've got. And I didn't like literally once I was putting on every other ring, I was like, I don't want that one. I like this one. So because of that, we just bought it then. So I knew exactly what ring I was getting. So much for a surprise. I knew when it was going to happen. We planned it, but it was really nice because I was like, you know, the nice thing about this is that we are surprising parents. So that completely worked. Our parents were absolutely baffled. They were all like, well, we knew that you were wanting to get married. We knew you were wanting to get engaged because it's all I ever talk about. But they just never kind of saw it coming, saw the engagement coming. So a lot of celebrating, a lot of champagne. Diet went fully out of the window, as you can imagine. And yeah, it's got to be back now. I've been to the gym again today because now I've got a wedding to make sure I am getting weight off for. So that'll be fantastic. But yeah, that was my week in James' graduation. Was really nice. That was a lot less stressful because we weren't thinking, oh, we've got to get engaged and we've got to pull off this like surprise. James nearly ruined it as well because I told my cousin, who she wasn't being in the shop, 'cause I'd originally planned for one of my friends from university to do it, but he didn't end up coming because he had to go in. He had a viewing for a house down south where he's going to be working in September, so he couldn't make it. So I had to turn around to my cousin and say, can you do me a favour? Can you just pretend you're taking a picture, put it on record? If I remember, I'll include this in the video today, but yeah, I was like, can you put it on record and say 3, 2, 1 as though you're taking a picture? So we were all just stood there like smiling. And she was like, okay. She was very confused because I still didn't tell her myself what was going on. But she did it for us, you know, followed it to a T. However, when I said that and handed her my phone, my granddad turned around and handed her his phone and was like, can you take a picture for me on my phone? Even though we did say that we were just going to have the pictures all on one phone and would share them later. But yeah, so James obviously didn't notice this and Charlotte was just taking a picture on his phone. And James went to get down on one knee and I'm like going, get back up, no. Luckily my dad noticed but thought, well, he was a bit confused, he didn't really think much of it. And nobody else saw. So my dad was stood next to James. So yeah, it was nearly ruined. But I mean, James paying attention to what's going off around him. I should have really given him a nudge and gone, no, not now. Before he got down, but anyway. It worked, and there's a lot of shocked faces. My brother's is priceless. It's a meme. It's a complete meme itself. So my brother stood next to me on my other side, so pay attention to his face because it'll be so, so, so funny. So yeah, I'll insert that here so you can have a look.
2, 1.
Yeah, so that was my week really, and I think it's time to get on to comments. It's definitely, like I say, you know, I love sharing with you guys kind of what's going on in my life, so I really enjoy that sort of aspect of YouTube. And long may it continue really. So yeah, let me get up. We've not got a ridiculous amount of comments, but we are getting there. Subscriber wise, it's not really going up at the moment. I'm under standstill. I'm just looking now. It's actually gone down a little bit, so I'm still at 1,172. Let me have a look. Oh, because it should say, you know, how many we've changed. Yeah, so in June I was up to 67 subscribers, but in July, so we're coming to the end now, it's 33. In fact, are we in August? We are in August. It's the 1st of August today. Oh my god. It's just going crazy. So yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, if you are watching this video, I don't know if my WIP and Chats get so much traffic, to be fair, but if you are watching this video, you've got this far, 15 minutes in, thank you very much. But if you're not subscribed already, could you please, you know, do me a big favour and hit the subscribe button, because it would mean a lot. So yeah, let's get on with it. So Only Merrin, shout out, she's put not love hearts today actually, sunshines. I think it's probably because I'm on about the weather in my last WIP and Chat. But then Carlo says, I get up early, get all my chores done, feed my grandson Alex lunch, finish the dishes, and then it's my time. I know you are going to be a lovely teacher and your students will love you. Both my parents were teachers. Wow. It's nice to have the summers off. COVID has been coming on strong again here in Arkansas, in the US. We have one hospital short staffed to begin, and then the employees all started testing positive. I love that pen. I need a lava pen on my wish list. Stay cool and safe. Love and respect. I love it when there's like a full-blown, you know, comment that includes like everything in my WIP and Chats, because I've had it where I've watched other people's WIP and Chats and sometimes I end up leaving about 10 comments because they'll say something and I'm so eager to respond to it, and then they'll say another thing and then I want to respond to that, so it's so funny. But yeah, I try to get up and get stuff done and have the rest of the time, but sometimes it takes me all day. And I think the thing is, at the moment, I'll have to show you guys one day, but I've got like not just diamond painting at the moment, so some days it's not necessarily diamond painting that I want to do. I know that sounds really bad, but like I've got a teacher planner, and a lot of people like do stuff with it, so I've got like planner packs where I can do a bit of like almost like scrapbooking like sort of look to it, which I really enjoy doing. I've done some of the months. In fact, if I zoom out I can show you, because why not? I know we're diamond painting, but a lot of us are very, very crafty. So it's a teacher planner. I'm trying to make sure I don't put anything on this. So this is the teacher planner, and it's got my initials on it down there. It just says Miss W. Not my initials then, is it? It says Miss W. But it's very, very cute. It's from, if you are a teacher in the UK, in fact I think they might even ship further afield, I don't know. It is called the Positive Teacher Company. I love it so much. So I've been doing that, so I've got my timetable for next year. Got my long-term plan, weekly plans. I've not really filled out much of this, but then the calendar. Oh no, that's the week. I need the calendar. Oh, that's this bit. Just absolutely don't. So the calendar. So we've got my consultations, appointments, important dates, but then here comes the calendar. So I've not done August yet, which we are now in, so I need to actually do it. September, and then so I've just started with the ones that have got holidays, like actual school holidays in, because I wrote them, so half terms here. So this is spooky Halloween. I've not done November yet, but it is bonfire night. I've already put them down. Christmas, I feel like the Christmas page. That was quite hard to do because I needed lots of the Christmas colours. January, this bit is still holiday. I think we're back to school on the 3rd. So this is all like winter wonderland theme. Actually, I think this might be my favourite Valentine's. February for Valentine's. So it's only the 28th, but this is my half term there. March hasn't got anything yet. April's Easter, so it's all the Easter theme. I really love this one as well. I need to do May because that's what I originally did and I hated it, and I've had to do all this like scrapbooking bit. And then we'll have June and July. So we've got all them to do, so I want to get them sorted. And then what people tend to do is on the weekly plans. So here they tend to do a spread and do it really pretty, like I might have this going period 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, or form 1, 2, 3, 4 after school, something like that. And yeah, they do like their notes, the to-dos, everything that they need to kind of know. So that's something that sometimes I sit down and I want to do. Other times I've got like my classroom displays to be getting productive with. I've already kind of sorted one out. I need to order some stuff for it though, so I can go in and do them. I've got wedding stuff now. Like yesterday we went to a wedding fair. I've got a few wedding fairs like coming up and stuff like that. I probably will just, don't know, there wasn't really much to say about it this week. It was just a bit boring. It wasn't one that we wanted, really. It wasn't, we weren't fussed about it. So definitely will tell you if there's one that's like I really like or whatever. But yeah, it weren't really that much of a big deal. Just went for the free cake really. But yeah, so I sat there and I sort of had a go at looking at making my own wedding stationery, just because it was on my mind. I always knew I wanted to do that because I have like a quick cut, I can do calligraphy, you know, I have my own ideas and I like things. I'm very particular with a lot of stuff. I like stuff done my own way. So I always knew that coming into it, making my own stuff, making my own wedding stationery, doing my own like table decorations, things like that, I kind of knew was something that I would want to do. So I sat there doing stuff like that. So all these different crafty things, really, you know, are what I enjoy and what I want to do. So yeah, it was, it's not always diamond painting, although I absolutely adore diamond painting. Like I say, it's not always the thing that I'm drawn to do in my free time, which I think is a good thing, because, you know, it used to be the case where all I ever wanted to do was diamond paint 24/7. And although I absolutely adore sitting down and diamond painting still, I kind of got a bit burnt out, if I'm being honest. So I do think you need to do other things sometimes as well before you get absolutely burnt out with it. That's the only thing I would say. Don't burn yourself out. Don't force yourself to do it. If there's something that you're just fancying doing, instead do that. So, and then I think that, you know, the hobby will be in your life for a lot longer if that's the case. But yeah, so Zen Carla also says, when I was kitting down Biker Betty, ASMR, I love that glass roller. The sound is so pleasing. It is. I love the sound of like rolling drills. There's a lot of popping drills on this painting, to be fair. Oh. Might be in luck. I might need to do this section here. I'm feeling it now and I'm like, oh, popping. Let me get it out. Which draws it in? It's here. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it very good, but oh no, it's not really. I thought there was loads of popping drills. They're just raised, they're just all different, like, domed levels. That's depressing, but I definitely think there will be more popping drills / roller ASMR in the future. So stay tuned for that in Kitten Downs. Woo! I just got my camera then, just as it switched off. I don't know, sometimes I feel like it misses a little bit when it's switching off, but I did get it. So yeah. So I was saying on my WIP and Chat part 2 from last week, Vicky says, I hope you have a really neat time at your graduation. Good luck, and I'm looking forward to hearing about it. I mean, I haven't even discussed really the actual graduation, have I? Because I've been too busy talking about my engagement, but the graduation was alright. It wasn't really, I don't know, probably the fact that I knew I was getting engaged as soon as the ceremony ended. I wasn't really like bothered about the ceremony, to be fair, because it was just a bit boring, like, you know. The pictures were cute-ish, apart from my weight. It was just, yeah, it was more of the fact that now I've got like a picture in a cap and gown. So is James, and I got engaged. that's the main thing. It's not really the graduation. So I'm like, I'm engaged. That's the thing. I feel like Monica, if you've ever watched Friends, because I'm quite a big Friends fan, do you know when I am, just to prove a point, I'm Monica, right? Somebody actually said to me, oh, I see you as a Rachel because, you know, you like stuff and you're a bit ditzy and things. I'm like, yeah, but I'm also very much, apart from the obsessive cleaning side, I'm not quite Monica level obsessive cleaning. The competitiveness, the gobbiness of Monica, the control freak, like, me and James are just, he laughs because when he's watched it with me, he's like, oh my god, that's you. So, and it's, you know, when she gets engaged to Chandler and she's outside going, I'm engaged, and then people are like, shut up. That's genuinely how I feel right now. Just screaming about it. But I found it quite funny actually, because when we went to this wedding fair, we were speaking to a photographer and she saw my ring and was like, oh my gosh, your ring is absolutely stunning. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. And then I came out and I was like, did you hear that, James? She said my ring was stunning. I picked it. That means I win. And he's like, you win what? And I'm like, the best ring. Everything's got to be a competition. It's like, I win. But yeah, so very much Monica. She's basically made around me. Todoki Crafts says, I swear constantly myself. I think it's just what us British / Irish do. Everyone in my family swears on every second word. Yeah. I'm British born but live in the Republic of Ireland, and it's all I've known growing up. You're not alone on the swearing thing. I'm glad, because I was like, it's one of them things. I know that some people are just like, you do you, and you know, that is naturally, I am kind of like that, but I also on a respectful thing. I don't necessarily think it, you know, I don't know where I stand. Like, I want to be respectful to everybody. I probably shouldn't really care, but also the teacher side of me is like, you know, I can't swear at my day-to-day job anyway, so me not swearing online is not much of a difference, really, in the grand scheme of things. So it's one of them things. I just, for me, they're just words, unless you're aiming them at somebody, but then that's a complete different kettle of fish. That's abuse. That's not just language, is it? But I understand people don't like it, and if I know people don't like it, for me there's nothing wrong with them just watching my language, just to be respectful to those that don't really like to hear it. So yeah, I think that's probably why I keep it offline. But overall, you know, I swear a lot, and I don't really see anything wrong with. I don't see anything wrong with swearing, personally. So yeah. So, do you know what I said about Zen Carlo, that they put everything into one message? Well, I'm just looking now. Sorry, Sweetie Pie, for saying this, but on the Emerald City, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 comments. That's more like what I do. So love it. So I think I should go. I think bottom is the first one, or is, I don't know which way around they are. So I'll just go from the top. So I love your style, your content. One of my top 3 diamond painting channels. Oh, that's so nice. You are lovely, charming and real. Cheers. Oh, thank you. I do really try to be authentic, but I do find it hard because I'm one of them where I can sense myself being influenced by other people, I guess. Not in a bad way, just I'm like, oh, am I copying? Because I don't want to copy, but you know, naturally that's how I am as well, and then I know somebody else is doing it, things like that. So I do get in my head a lot, so that's really, really nice to hear. And I also do think that I waffle way too much, and I don't necessarily think when I'm speaking all the time that I make sense, or I'm good to listen to. Like, I feel like my voice is very draining, but that's just my personal opinion of myself. They put, I would be in heaven doing that colour blocking sky. Lots of ABs is always good. I love the white ABs. Enjoy, ladies. I think we will. My mum likes purple as well. I don't know when she's going to do hers though. I think she did say she'll do it after she's finished Pisces. I'm not showing you that, by the way, because I will actually get on to do that once. Like, at one point. So you'll have to wait for me to do Pisces, but she's very close to finishing it, and it does look very, very good. But yeah, you're just going to have to wait for me. I'm about to start my 6th month of diamond painting obsession, and I haven't bought any cover minders. What am I thinking? Lol. To be fair, cover minders, don't use them. They're literally just pretties for my my board. I literally don't have them on. I don't use them for anything. So, but they are super cute. I think this is the one that I got from Emerald City. Super cute. Although my mum whinged because I opened hers to see which cover minder I liked best, and I said, Mum, I gave you like the more purpley one, and I've got the more pink one. Your favourite colour's purple, mine's pink. Would you have had the other one? She goes, no. I'm like, well, there you go then. What you whinging about? But yeah, I will continue to do that. Every time she buys me a diamond painting, I will open it and decide which one I want more. She knows what I'm like. She should expect it from me. Unboxer's privilege, right? There we go. That's fine. Lol, I really love their toolkit. It's so thoughtful. Yeah, it is. Unboxer's privilege. That's what I'm putting it as. And then they've put, I love this one. I hate squares, so I can resist. If they ever make one of the ruby slippers, I will buy it regardless. I can't wait to see you work this one. It's lovely that your mum is buying the same paintings. I like that tray as well. Oh, thank you. Well, oh, are you on about the tray and the kits? I was going to say, if you like our tray, just, you know, plugging it in here. I'm joking. I don't do that. Everybody knows that I'm not that person, because I can't stand YouTubers that literally plug their own sort of stuff. Like, we're not a business channel, we're a channel for entertainment. I'm not ITV having ads on my videos for my, like, even though ITV doesn't have all ads for ITV, do they? You know? They do a little few. I will mention my trays every once in a while. I will tell you to look at the links down below where you can find a link to my trays, but that isn't the only thing that's on there. So yeah, people need to stop like basically bombarding everybody 24/7 when they just want to watch like a kitting up or kitting down video about the bits and bobs that they sell on their Etsy or on their shop or whatever. It's annoying. But anyway, yeah, I think they meant the tray that was in the kit. It is cute. They are definitely better than the crappy ones that you get in other ones, but I don't use them because I use my own. So, yeah, I use them. Do you know what I use the trays that come in kits for? And I haven't done it for a while, but I have actually got one to use just here. So I'll just keep a tray and I'm meant to just shove it on the side. And when I've got trash drills, stick it in there and then they can go straight in the bin. But half the time I just flick them on the floor and then hoover them up later. So yeah, I don't actually end up doing that. But that's what I used to like mainly use the trays for, especially when I used to, if you can remember now, because it seems like you know, infinity ago, eternity ago, I think, I don't know, whatever. When I was sat on my bed diamond painting in my old mum's house, yeah, that's when I used to be a bit more vigilant about the drills, because if not I just ended up sleeping with them and they ended up like stabbing me in my sleep. So I have to pay a bit more attention now. Oh, I did have to pay a bit more attention, I don't now. But yeah, oh, so close to being finished. So Vicky says Wizard of Oz is so cool. It's one of my favourite movies from when I was young. I was so tempted to get this one, but got the Old Shoe House instead. I love the Old Shoe House though. It is a classic DAC painting. However, I didn't buy it. I text my mum kind of, you know, secretly, you know, kind of manipulatively, if I'm being brutally honest, because I knew mum would not be able to resist. Now, it wasn't the intention for her to buy it me, but it was the intention that I knew I wanted it, and she tells me off for buying too many diamond paintings, which I completely understand considering they're overflowing out of my wardrobe now. But then I knew if she saw it, she'd like it, she'd say she wanted one, then I'd buy myself one, and she has no leg to stand on. So it was a bit manipulative, but anyway, then she offered to buy it me, so I was like, okay, thanks mum, I'll take that. Casey Field says, I've completed this canvas, I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. Ooh, fabulous. I don't know when I will do it. You know, I'm not exactly getting down the big paintings very fast, am I? Let's be honest. I did want to aim for one a month. That's not happened at all. But I need to stop having multiple kitted up. Saying that, I literally kitted one up a couple of weeks ago. But I want it so when I've actually got a painting kitted up, you don't have to wait forever and a day to actually see it completed. Like La Porta Rossa Sola Salita. That one's been kitted up for nearly 2 years from Dreamers Designs. That lovely Val sent me. To be fair, the main reason I think I kitted it up was because I didn't have anywhere to put the drills. Unfortunately, so I just kitted it up, but then it's just meant it's waiting and it's waiting, and I feel really bad for it. I know they're inanimate objects, but I still feel really bad for the painting, and it needs to be worked on, and it is in my queue. But, you know, a lot of you see me keying stuff up and like, oh, I can't wait to see the finished product, and then you don't see it for 2 years. So, I really need to work on that. That's what is it that everybody says now? What I'm, it begins with an M. Not meditating. It's on the tip of my tongue. That word that everybody's on about. Manifesting. That's it. Got there eventually. Remember, dyslexic people. Can't judge. And yeah, so I'm manifesting to actually get through finishing diamond paintings. I think I'm totally misusing the word, but we're going to go with it anyway. I'm in one of them moods of just like being sarcastic, aren't I? And trying to be funny. And it's probably very, very much not that funny. But oh well. So yeah. Ooh. Okay. And then there's some spam I need to get rid of. Thank you, spam. And then, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Tennille. Or Tennille. I think it's Tennille. Tennille Cork says, Rebecca is my most favourite diamond painting channel and you remind me of her so much that I love your channel just as much. So thanks for making your channel, because now I have 2 UK diamond painting people that I can watch, and I'm from Perth. I don't know what WA means, but I know Perth is in Australia. Oh wait, no, because WA, wouldn't that be Washington? No, that's, I don't know. Wait, I think Australia's got, they have like the same sort of things. I'm bringing out my maps that I haven't used in ages that I bought for my shop. It is in Australia, yeah, WA, I don't know what it stands for, but it is in Australia. Yeah, they have states. So there is a WA in America, but I'm pretty sure, because I do know my geography is like really, really shocking. But I do know that Perth is in Australia, so I'm putting my money on WA is somewhere in Australia, even though there's one in America. I think the one that Tennille's on about is Australia. Yeah, it's a good job I'm not a geography teacher, isn't it? I have absolutely zero idea on geography. I used to think that Argentina was in Europe because I thought it was next to Spain. I was getting it mixed up with Portugal. I still think that's a very, very easy one to do. Like Argentina, it sounds Spanish. Do they speak Spanish or do they speak Mexican or something? I don't think they speak is Argentinian a language. I don't know. Yeah, my my super good geography knowledge there. So yeah, thank you so much, Tennille. I can't believe that actually, because yeah, Rebecca, I started watching her. She was the first channel that I started watching. You know, I was looking for. I think the reason I started watching her actually is because she did a video about the Elizabeth Ward and the what I call the hurricane, because I think she got hers from hurricane, and that was the link that was in the description of the video. The storage, because I was watching, or I'd seen like one video. It was when I got my first diamond painting. I was like, well, I could do looking on YouTube to see if anybody can explain to me like the tips and tricks of diamond painting. And I literally watched a couple of videos of US diamond painters. You know, I think it was Mrs. Coffee. No, it wasn't. I think it was Rachel Ray, the one that I watched, and she was talking about the Harbour Freight containers. I was like, oh, I love them. And then I couldn't find any, and then I wanted something similar. Because I couldn't find any in the UK. and that's when I stumbled across Rebecca's that Elizabeth Ward video, and that's when I saw her storage, and I just thought it was absolutely fabulous, and such a good like collector's, like a way of collecting drills. So then I essentially made my own. I know that she's got the shop and everything, and she sells stuff to do it, like the stickers and whatnot, but I very much always, like I said, I'm a bit OCD and I like to do stuff myself, and I'm crafty, and I do have the means to produce stickers and stuff like that, so I always knew like I wanted to do them myself, and put my own spin on things, and be a bit more unique. So that's what I do try to do. But the idea, as I say in my videos where I pull it out, because credit where credit's due, the idea came from here. But then I was watching quite a lot of her videos, and then I feel like I've said before, I sort of that starts to become how I do things as well. Not necessarily completely true to myself. And I mean, some of you guys don't even mind. It's more myself minding, because I'm like, it makes me feel like I'm copying somebody, and I don't want to be a copycat. So I do try to stay away from watching too many diamond painting YouTubes now, because then if I came up with an idea, which has happened a few times, where then another YouTuber has came up with the same ideas around a similar time, but genuinely hand on heart, I didn't know that they had that idea, then I don't feel like, oh, now I'm gonna look like I'm copying, sort of thing. So yeah, I try to be very, very unique and authentic, to the best of my ability, and don't try to completely like just copy other people's ideas. But yeah, so that is the last comment, and it's bringing my camera to a lovely 22 minutes, so I've got 2 minutes now before it would need to reset. So thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing, commenting, and of course watching. If you want to check out any of my links, I said I've got a link tree in the description. I've also got loads of links there. Some of them are copies of each other. It's just whichever way you want to do it. If you want to go into the link tree, or if you want to just look down the links in my bio, or in the description, you can do either. But definitely have a look, guys, because there are discounts on there, you know, there are just all sorts. So yeah, thank you so much anyway for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.